Hey everyone, tonight we're going to cook seared sea scallops. That's a tongue twister. It's a relatively simple dish to cook. Okay, I might have just jinxed myself there. It's a simple procedure of how to do it. You just can't really mess it up, i.e. overcook it. I never really liked scallops before, but only because I never tried them. It's just one of those things, like I never tried it. I'm like, no, I don't really like them. Until I cooked them one day, and I was like, hey, these are pretty good. And then, once in a while I'll get them at a restaurant now, and it's all good. So, and if you cook scallops for a date, it's really impressive. It's like using shallots. So, scallops can impress dates, and, you just look cool. So, the recipe I like to use is from the Cooking 101 guy with some butter and thyme. Very simple, but you can do it other ways too. You can do blackened Cajun, garlic, onion, other things, you can do whatever you want, but it's pretty simple, and that's what we're gonna do. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna season the scallops. Let's sprinkle some salt on it. When you do the salt, you want to sprinkle it about a foot above the food so it gets an even coat on everything. That's what you want to do. And don't be stingy with the salt, because a third of it will completely vanish and disappear as soon as it hits the oil. So, and then we want to do some pepper. I put a little slab of butter in the middle. We're going to use that later. We're only going to salt and pepper one side, because we're going to do the other side once it's in the pan. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to turn on the flame. What we want to do is get the pan piping hot, because we're going to sear the scallops. We want it just to land and be like... So we'll wait for this pan to become hot, which should be soon, which should be very soon. Then we want to add a little bit of oil, like that, not too much. Spread it around. Okay. And then, please be hot enough. Put the scallops in. You want to put them in clockwise. That's what Chef Ramsay says. You want to put them in clockwise so you remember what order you did. It's really beneficial if you cook 12 at a time, but we're only doing 5, so it doesn't really matter. And you want to leave them in for a minute. We're going to do a minute aside. Don't touch them. Once they're in, don't touch them. Okay, as promised, now we're going to add salt and pepper to the other side. Boom. And boom. Okay, let's go to our mailbag real quick. We have a question from Eva H. from Sweden. What restaurant do you work at? Well, Eva, I'm not really a chef, and I do not work at a restaurant. In fact, I don't work at all. I am unemployed in Greenland. I applied for a delivery position at a local French restaurant, but they didn't call me back. That was like a month ago. But the good news is I started a window cleaning business with my friend Justin. Cleaning storefronts and all that. And it's going really well. We've handed out a few hundred business cards. And, well, no one's called yet. But, actually someone called the other day, but they didn't leave a message. Alright, that's been about a minute, so let's flip these over. See that? That's what you want. All right, our next question is from John J. in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. He writes, I'll be visiting New York City for the first time. What should I do? That's great. You're going to have an awesome time in the city. Psyched you're coming over. First thing I'd recommend is not going to the Hard Rock Cafe or any of those type establishments. There's far too many amazing food in this city to, you're traveling like 5,000 miles to come here. Just don't do that. Google or Yelp all, the best restaurants in New York, little and small. Make a list and go from there. All right, that was about 30 seconds. So now we're adding the butter. I'm gonna throw in the thyme. Swish it all around. All right, that's been 2 minutes, so we're gonna turn off the heat and move it away from the fire. And now we're gonna put this on the plate. Like that. Throw a little of the thyme on it. And a little bit of the sauce. All right, well, there we have it. It actually looks really good. I might have done this. All right, well, I would like to thank Chef Ramsay and Chef Cooking 101 guy for all the tips they gave. And, you know, anyway, enjoy. It works. Even I could do it.